Alright, we're back. It's time to go all Dungeons and Dragons on you because I'm doing another live stream from way down here in little old New Zealand at the bottom of the world, at the very, a long way from pretty much everything else. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing a live stream. And as it happens, I've selected a topic which is incredibly clickbaity. Totally unacceptable on YouTube. It's not like anybody ever does anything like that, but I am doing that today. So you will find that the start time for this video is down in the description, so by all means go and check that out if you want to get past all of my waffle, which I'm doing right now. I do apologize, Aaron, for the fact that I am streaming at a time when you are driving from your workplace home. So in the future, I'm probably still not going to be able to do anything about the time frame, particularly on my days of work. It's just not really possible. How's it going, dear Jesus? And it is 9 a.m. in your country. Oh my gosh. Quick drink of water. Make sure I've got my stuff organized. Now, normally what I do with my live streams, if you've never been part of my live streams before, is I present everything first. And then when I've presented everything first, I then open it up for questions and answers. Although this one might be a little bit different. Okay, I'm going to get cracking into it. We're going to talk about the topic of today. So let me start and we'll go from there. Hi, welcome to HowtoDandD. My name is Fred Wheeler and today I want to talk about Dungeons and Dragons. And as it happens, I've decided to talk about stupid characters. No, I'm not talking about stupid characters. No, instead I've decided to select one of the most clickbaity titles I could possibly think of in a desperate attempt to boost my channel's popularity. I'm calling this particular video The Worst Dungeons and Dragons Party. Now, there are many videos out there that have the word worst and best. And I have decided that I'm going to go with the worst for today. So what could be the absolute worst Dungeons and Dragons party composition or selection of individuals that you could possibly have? Well, let's start off with our true favourite. The Fellowship of the Ring. This party didn't even stay together long enough to complete the third part of their task. Was really essentially a collection of bumbling and stumbling and dissent within the group. You can have my hammer, you can have my sword, you can have my bow, but you certainly can't have teamwork. To be fair, I wouldn't say that the Fellowship of the Ring was the absolute worst collection of individuals that you could call a Dungeons and Dragons group. Close at times, but I wouldn't say the worst. So let's have another look, another possible option available for today. And I'm going to put up as my second possibility, and that is the Dungeons and Dragons Cartoon Party, which is made up of a collection of kids stuck in a fantasy world that stumble into the most powerful and dangerous monsters that you can possibly imagine and spend all of their time running away. That doesn't sound like a particularly good adventuring group to me, and they are certainly labelled as Dungeons and Dragons, and yet hugely popular cartoon, but I wouldn't say a very good Dungeons and Dragons party. Okay, to be fair, I'm not actually here to give the Fellowship of the Ring or the Dungeons and Dragons Cartoon Party a hard time, because neither of these parties are in fact the worst that I can possibly think of. Instead, I have spent many years, careful research, and I have only selected facts for this video. Instead, the members that I think make up the absolute worst Dungeons and Dragons party of all time are the following members. I have selected 6 for my discussion today. Let's start off with number 1. Number 1 needs no introduction. No, this is Jar Jar Binks. This self-proclaimed ranger who will, truthfully, he will warn you of local monsters while yelling very loudly and drawing the beast's attention so that it can attack you and possibly kill you and then eat you. Not the sort of individual you want on your party. Commonly, Jar Jar Binks is very overconfident in his knowledge of the environment, but it's also sort of balanced off by an extreme accident-prone nature, or he is in fact a drunken master monk, one of those drunken master people, because I don't know that anybody can be that unlucky, but apparently he is. This is certainly one of, I wouldn't say the absolute worst, but certainly he's up there amongst the 6 that I have selected for today. Now, there is one other thing we need to consider, and that is that Jar Jar Binks is also suspected to be a Sith Lord. That is a Sith Lord responsible for destroying the entire Star Wars franchise. And that, I have to say, is a good enough reason to suspend him from any involvement in Dungeons and Dragons. We don't need him, thank you very much. Number 2 on my list is Barney the dinosaur, and I know what you're thinking. Fred, how can you possibly put Barney the dinosaur on the list? Well, I have, and there's nothing you can do about it. Clearly, this is a purple, dancing, singing T-Rex dino. I would classify this particular individual as a bard. This rather annoying, incredibly friendly and happy dino thinks everybody is his friend. And he actually never stops singing. It seems to be a constant process for him. So when he wakes up the dragon because you've been trying to explore quietly the cave or lair, and he's still singing those sodding songs, let the purple dinosaur go first because they make the tastiest treats. So that is number 2 for me, Barney the dinosaur. Number 3 on my list is, you guessed it, Scrappy-Doo. Used to be very popular, but I have to say, as a Dungeons and Dragons party member, terrible choice. This crazy suicidal idiot is a self-made barbarian with incredible strength. Yes, I'll give him that for his size. He is quite small. Unfortunately, this overconfident, reckless puppy has a death wish, which means when Scrappy-Doo picks a fight with the Tarrasque, be a long way away. Be as far away as you possibly can because you don't want to be there. Number 4, oh my gosh, do we remember this particular character? Dolores Umbridge. It just makes my skin crawl thinking about it. This cutesy facade that she presents, this short old woman is highly skilled as a witch, mastered all of the magical arts, including, as it happens, curses in particular. She's very good at them. She's completely obsessed with pink clothing, and that, I have to say, I don't like, and pussycats. She's the most horrible creature you can possibly imagine, who's actually a sadist, and you do not want a sadist on your party. This is no little old lady. This is no nice lady. It's not really a lady at all. She's like some sort of horrible, disguised mess of nature. And likely, Dolores is working for the villain in your campaign, so beware, she is going to betray you. Number 5 on my list. Yes, you guessed it. You knew it was coming. Dawson Leary appears to be the perfect nice guy who smiles a lot and is a fantastic listener. How does this help you in your Dungeons and Dragons game? I have no idea. I suspect it does not. He is overly sensitive, an overly sensitive guy who likes to cry if a monster sort of growls at him just a little bit. Not really going to be very useful to you. He is mistaken for a fighting pacifist. Is there such a thing as a fighting pacifist? He will steal your partner and then apologize when he stole your partner from you. my suggestion to you is don't let that happen, because when you rescue that princess and you think, okay, she's into me, chances are that Dawson is going to draw her attention. Instead of falling for you, Dawson's going to fall for the princess, and the princess is going to fall for Dawson. Now, if you're playing a female character and you're snoozling up with the prince, and the prince is nice, he's handsome, he's got lots of money, stuff like that, a big kingdom, chances are you don't have a chance with the prince, because guess what? Dawson Leary, that's what it is, Dawson Leary. He's going to be having a good old time with your prince, don't you worry. So get this waste of space to carry all of your backpacks and your gear and your weapons, and use them as monster baits, because he's really no use to you whatsoever. Dump that guy. Last one, number 6. My final selection for tonight, and that is Ned Flanders. That's right, Ned Flanders. This seemingly clean-cut expert in religion is annoyingly optimistic. That means you have a cleric with no healing powers who is completely committed to his God and message, but they have no healing powers whatsoever. He's surprisingly strong though, but given you can't get him angry by insulting him, he's likely a powder keg waiting to explode in your face when you do the wrong thing and he doesn't like it. You'll always know the ones who seem so nice and never seem to get angry are the most dangerous to be around. Ned's going to, by the way, probably burn at the stake your magic users. That's the wizard and the sorcerer and the warlock and the bard and probably the cleric and possibly anybody else. So don't bring a second cleric along with you, because he's going to burn all of the magic users for practicing witchcraft, by the way. Oakley dokley, that is my list for today. The absolute worst Dungeons and Dragons party that I could possibly think of. Now, I have to say, if you found this video even slightly entertaining or amusing, please hit the like button. If you thought this was an educational video and you are completely confused, I think you need to hit the thumbs down button because you didn't get the joke. Now, if you want to support my channel and you haven't subscribed, hit the bell button and the subscribe button. Check your YouTube notifications so you actually get informed when I am live and publishing new videos. That would be very, very helpful. If you want to support my channel, you did so by watching this video, and I do apologize if I have offended you. Probably no, I don't. I will probably not actually apologizing. I'm just doing it because I feel like doing it. I have hundreds more videos, not like this one, but they are for players and dungeon masters if you are interested. I don't do Patreon, but I do have affiliate links down in the description if you want to go and check them out, where for the Amazon and the book depository, I get a small commission and you pay exactly the same price. Now, this is your opportunity in the live chat to please tell me, do you agree with my selection, or do you think that another candidate or another selection of candidates should be put forward? If you put forward a candidate, I would appreciate a logical and rational reason why they should be added to the list. Now, if you're not part of live chat, that's what the comment section's all about. So make sure to jump in there. And as a last message before I sign out, remember, if it's not clickbait, it's not Dungeons and Dragons popular YouTube. Okay, till next time, keep rolling those 20s. I'm not gone. I suspect there'll be nobody left in the room, but we'll just have a quick look. Okie dokie. I'm just going to get myself organised. I am feeling very tired. I feel like do you know those times when you get yourself organised, you write your script, you sort of have an idea in your mind, and then you start to realise, really, is it that funny? I thought it was funny when I was writing it, but is it actually really funny? And is the message going to be lost? because there is no educational message. For those of you who thought that I had an educational and rational message for today, no, not at all. Okay, let's have a look at the live chat before I go and watch a movie. And none of which will include any of those characters, by the way. Okay, just so you know. What do we got here? Rem. Yeah, it's 9 a.m. in Central Europe. Okay, all right. Well, it's not quite as bad as 12 a.m. or 6 a.m. But yes, sorry about that. I'm at the bottom of the world. Like it's like 7 p.m. here in New Zealand. Brandon, supple. Hello, how's it going, Brandon? How's it going? Okay, Scott. Greetings all. Greetings to you, Scott. Looks like we're going to do the how's it going, which is fine with me. It's nice and easy. I don't require any sort of brain power on my part. What else? Brandon saying hi. Brandon, poor Mr. Jar Jar. He will never. That's right. Yes, Jar Jar will never be dethroned. You've got to love a character that everybody hates so much. That there's got to be a lot of invested time in that, right? And I couldn't help myself when I saw it. I was like, yes, we'll pick that character. Hang on. Pujaga. Oh gosh, I'm gonna balls up your name so bad. Pujaga. I can't even get the second part. I'm lost with. How's it going? Hi. I do apologise for cocking up your name really badly, or not even really being able to pronounce it. Okay. All right. Dear Jesus, now for the best Dungeons and Dragons party. Do you want a video on the best Dungeons and Dragons party, dear Jesus? If people want that, I might do one. It did take me a long time to get this together and to grow the balls to actually do the video. Okay, dear Jesus, all you need is one for best party, Batman. Okay, you want to add Batman there? I suppose you could add Batman. Would he make a good party member? I can think of a few characters. I could get myself into a lot of trouble with that, though, I suspect, too. Brandon, what do you got here? You forgot Scooby-Doo, the cowardly rogue that always runs out on you. Do you know, I actually have a space in my heart for Scooby-Doo. But if you feel that Scooby-Doo should be added to the list with Scrappy-Doo, I just went with Scrappy-Doo because I felt like Scrappy-Doo caused more problems than solved problems. And when they decided to combine Fred, Daphne, and Velma into Scrappy-Doo, that was getting really weird. And there's a good reason why it's not a good idea to combine the personalities of 3 different characters into one character and think that's going to work. So I selected Scrappy-Doo. But you could add Scooby-Doo there if you wanted to. Fair enough. Shaggy's doing a lot of running away as well. Not really hugely useful if you're dealing with things that will probably eat you and having to deal with monsters and adventuring. In fact, I'm not sure why they ever get themselves involved in this at all. I know they do a lot of eating, but that's about it. Batman. Fudd suggests has gone with that. Yep, we'll go with. You want to add Batman as the worst party member, or are you talking about the best party member? I feel like putting Batman into the worst category is being a little bit unfair, unless you can provide me with a hugely convincing argument. Then I will change my perspective. Okay, what do you got here, dear Jesus? The best party, yes. Well, we're moving on from the best party. If you people really want me to do a best party video, then I will do one. Brandon, you forgot Batman. Oh, Scott, what do you got here? I think D&D cartoon was a great choice since the DM makes himself a character laugh out loud. That's right, he does, and he's a character or dungeon master or is basically somebody who just sort of toys with them, dragging them along from one location to the next, trying to solve the ills and problems of the world, while they were trying to get home, but what they don't know is they're stuck there for the rest of their lives. Okay. Okay. I'm going to get your name completely wrong again, and I know you're going to tell me off. No Komiri. I apologize if I got the name wrong. 3 a.m. That's crazy. Go to bed. You can come back and watch it some other time. I'm out of my mind, but off to work at midnight. Oh my gosh, are you... Oh, core blimey. Okay. I don't know what you retracted, FUD, but that's cool. You'll let me know if it's an issue. No Komiri. Scooby-Doo causes pain. Scrappy-Doo causes pain. Yeah, that's the thing, is Scrappy-Doo causes pain for the audience, but for the party too. Because what they had to do, constantly grab him and drag him away as he tried to engage in a battle or fight, was something he could not possibly hope to deal with. Okay, I'm gonna show that. That's good. I love it. Good. Brandon, honestly, I did like the stream. I would love to see a best party video. Okay, you give me some time. I might actually do a discussion group at some point about the best party members. It seems to me that a lot of people want me to add Batman to the best party member for Dungeons and Dragons. I can think of a few other that I would like to add, but I won't discuss it today. We'll do that in another video. Okay. Dear Jesus, this stream definitely made me think. Did it make you think? Okay. Dear Jesus, not educational, entertainment, just mucking around. I'm just pissing around, man. It's not educational. A lot of people seem to still think that I only do educational videos, so it's not really the case. FUD. Looking at your background, I think having the white rabbit in your party would suck. Yes. Yeah, okay. The white rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. Now, what's the rationale for that, FUD? I'm thinking rationale is constantly telling you that you are late, then running away, and then having to run after them. And of course, little white rabbits aren't really capable of engaging in combat and a fight. They are a tasty morsel, but I don't think they would be able to do very much more than that. Unless, of course, you have to keep an eye on your time so that you can make it to each encounter on time without missing an appointment. Anyway, I don't think there's anything else. I think we've said quite enough. I am going to take off. Hopefully you guys were entertained slightly. Remember, not educational. Love the hat, by the way. Yes, I thought red was one that would stand out. So hence we've gone with the red. I think it's getting a bit old. There's a few things hanging off it. I think those are cat hairs. It might be cat hairs that are hanging off my hat somewhere. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it might be cat hairs. I've been trying to keep my office closed so they don't sit in my hats, but I probably got my head's probably covered in cat hair right now. Yeah, that's what it is. It'll be cat hair or something like that. Horrible. Like the cats, don't like the hair. Okay, I'm going to head off. So I'm going to say what I normally say to people, and that is please have a good night, a good morning, a good afternoon. I think most of it is good night, morning, and I do apologize for that. Not really. But look after your family, look after yourself, and I will see you in the next video. And I'm not even going to tell you what it is. I'm just going to go. See you later.